You guys, no joke, I just caught the culprit of my flower bulb digging, stealing, you name it. It is a crow. First, it flew onto my fence, having the nerve, and was attempting to eat its, let's call it its treasure that it pulled out of my bulb collection. And then it flew on top of the neighbor's roof and took the bulb with it. I wish I had caught it a little closer. I didn't have my phone with me at the time, but you can see from a distance that is actually a flower bulb it has in its beak. If it picks it up again, we'll get a better picture. But that little sneaky little hooligan, I know who you are now. I know who I'm dealing with. I don't mind if you eat my flower bulbs, but now I know who to blame. Spring is here on Vancouver Island and I am so excited both for the development of all the plants I planted in the fall. This is a brand new property to me, so I have so many garden surprises and I'm going to share them all with you. If you're new here, I've been renovating this 9,000 square foot property, giving it a complete makeover. I bought it at the end of 2024 and it is going through an epic transformation. So many updates to share, but we're going to focus today's video on my rock garden, which has recently become a garden I am creating to attract the neighborhood cats. If you didn't see my video of 2 to 3 weeks ago, I've done a couple videos about a mysterious cat that showed up on my doorstep, spent the night with me in my bed. Never met this cat before. The latest development, I know the kitty's name is Grayson, and he does live in the neighborhood a few blocks away, has chosen a few households and people to be his chosen ones, and does come and have little, let's call them catty affairs with different people in the neighborhood. So that is quite interesting. And I suspect he's going to be back. And I'm hoping he brings some friends. So I am creating a garden tailored to cats in my rock garden. So in creating this cat-friendly garden, I made a post on Facebook asking what kind of plants other than catnip, cat grass, and cat mint, what should I plant in this cat-friendly rock garden other than the plants that I had already selected for the rock garden itself. And I had no idea what kind of controversy this was going to stir up. I have 70 replies on this Facebook garden group post I made about what to put in my cat-friendly garden. And let me tell you, the replies are positive, they are negative, they are wild, they are very informative. It is like controversy central. I had no idea I was stirring the pot like this. I thought there might be a little bit of opinion about it, but man, was I mind blown. I'm going to insert just a few of the comments. I mean, there are 70 of them, so I cannot insert them all. I might do a separate video just on this topic, but just to give you an idea of the stuff people are saying, good, bad, and ugly. So many ideas for my garden and so many opinions about the idea of a cat-friendly garden itself. So here we are out in what is going to very soon be a rock garden. You can tell there have been several developments. In the far left, we're going to check that out shortly, but that is a brand new development that we kind of talked about. My dad and I do the garden designing together, hadn't fully decided on it, and we took a leap of faith. It's going to be something wild going on in this corner. May or may not be related to the cat-friendly design. Haven't fully decided on that, but that is a bet in the making. Here is going to be the primary focus of the cat-friendly garden. It has other non-cat friendly plants here too, but what I learned is that cats don't just like those 3 plants. Apparently cats like a lot of fragrant plants in general. They are quite drawn to other types of mint, not just cat mint. They like ground covers such as creeping thyme, among others. They really like plants that have aromas, and I didn't know that. So in creating this garden, I went crazy on the mint. And yes, I am aware of mint spreadability. I dealt with that in my previous vegetable garden for years of trying to get rid of it. But here, if the mint escapes its mulched area into the rocks, I am more than happy for that to happen. So in here, I have planted several types of mint. I did a little live stream about my plant haul. We have apple mint, which tastes and smells delicious. This is my first time ever growing apple mint, so I'm really curious to see how the plant is going to grow and develop and how invasive it's going to be. And next we have a chocolate mint. I have grown chocolate mint before and found that it was one of the lesser invasive varieties of mint. Over here we have more apple mint. And over here we have mojito mint. Probably said it wrong. And if you take a look at the formation, there is a reason why it is planted in sort of a, let's call it a line, but not a total line. It's more of a wave in the garden. And that is, I intend this mint to become a hedge. I've seen that happen when I made this silly mistake years ago, putting it in my old vegetable garden, and it basically became a hedge that was unintended and not appropriate. But here it is an actual planned hedge. I put them in that wave shape, sort of liney wave shape, because I intend them to grow big and to create a hedge of flavorful, fragrant flowers for the bees and for the felines. In the middle, we have hellebores, and yes, I'm aware that those are probably not cat friendly, but I'm not too worried about them actually. I expect that if any cats do visit this garden, for the record, I don't have my own cat. This is just something I'm hoping to invite the neighborhood cats to indulge in. I'm aware they're not the most cat friendly plants, and that is okay. I don't expect they're going to pay much attention to these plants, but I've always wanted hellebores and never had them in my previous garden. Check out the color, and let me tell you, I got a smoking good deal on these plants. There are actually 3 of them. They're all different, similar shades of purple. And they were $3 each at Home Depot. That is a smoking good deal. Regular price would be $17.99, some stores $19.99. The reason they were $3 is because they were damaged. Some of the blossoms were broken and some of the stems were broken. But do I care? No, I don't care. It's just pruning. It's going to make the plant stronger. So given the fact that these quote-unquote damaged hellebores were $3, I think they look pretty darn good. Considering everything, the price and all the other aspects, you can see there's a little bit of damage. Am I worried? No, I am not. The one thing you may notice that is different about this bed is I took out all of the lavender. There were 9 lavender plants and they might come back into this bed, but I was also focusing heavily on making sure the grass was thoroughly removed because it wasn't before I planted the plants at the back section just a few days ago. It was still trying to come back, and this area is getting ready for mulch very quickly. So I wanted as much of the original grass to be gone as possible. So that was 2 heavy sessions of grass removal at different stages of this renovation project. So that is why I took out the lavenders. Now some of them may come back and some of them might stay in my backyard. Now let's take a look at this work in progress. So this was kind of a wild card for this rock garden. Didn't fully plan on having this bed here. This is going to be one of the ways that all of this extra grass is repurposed. I dug a lot of it into my new vegetable gardens in the backyard that we made early in the season, but there is a lot left over. So some of them is going into this unique design here. This is going to be kind of a sloped raised bed. No, this is going to be a sloped flower bed, which the extra grass is going to be the slope. We're still in the process of putting that together. That's kind of a big project in itself. The rest of my grass removal remnants are here right now. This was a brand new raised bed. There's a ton of them dug in. but then there's soil on the surface. So most of this needs to go. And I ordered 2 long metal planters, which are probably going on the opposite side of this bed. And they're going to be for my raspberry bushes. I did bring one from my previous property. I was kind of undecided about growing raspberries. I love to eat them, but they can be a little invasive in the garden. But I decided I'm going to put them in a contained space this time by themselves, their own long and narrow metal planter boxes, essentially. I've never grown anything in metal planters or anything of the kind, especially food things. So it's totally an experiment, but they are coming. I ordered them online on a kind of, I don't want to say controversial, but a website that has very mixed reviews from different people. So I'm very curious what these are going to look like as a whole, the website. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's very opinionated. And there is going to be a video about that purchase coming soon. I actually purchased many garden items from that website just to try out the website because I'm so curious. Gonna journey this way. This is my lavender that I pulled out. Still gonna replant it. Haven't fully decided where. Now this flower bed needs the most work. You can tell the grass was only partially removed here and is starting to come back. So this is my project this week. I have the whole week off of work, so I am going to be going hard on the grass removal and the landscaping. So in this flower bed, there actually are a lot of plants. We've got a thyme, original to the property. There's some little lavenders, snapdragons that I transplanted from my last property, brought them over before I moved. And also roses. This is where most of my roses are. This is a mini rose, original to the property. There's a blueberry bush. There are gladioli bulbs that I planted here, sunflower seeds. It's a whole mix of different things here. But I noticed there's no structure, no evergreens or anything like that. So once again, right after I made that video of Confessions of a Plant Addict, let's just say I took that addiction a little further and went plant shopping again and bought some evergreen plants, and I'll show you what I bought. Right here we have a collection of different evergreens. Silver dollar hebe. There's some abretia. You may remember that from my last rock garden. And this is quite intriguing to me. From what I remember, I have 2 different rock roses that I have not grown before. I had rock rose shrubs on my last property as well as ground covers, but these are both new to me. So I'm so excited to see how they're going to turn out here. And these are actually going in my back garden, not the rock garden. So this is going to be super intriguing to see how they all look in a more full sun, mulched kind of landscaping picture. So that is it for me for Garden Tour Saturday. I am so excited that the spring is unfolding. The weather is gorgeous. I'm actually hot with my outfit that I have on. I'm going to get right into the gardening. Got a lot of planting to do, and I'm really hoping to get out into the forest today before the rain comes. I'm hoping to plant all of those plants and go do a forest bathing video in late afternoon, early evening. So fingers crossed it doesn't start raining. That might not happen if the rain starts or if something else comes up. But I have grand plans for making videos, for gardening. The spring is such a time for rebirth, for things bursting into life. It is such an enchanting time of the year. I hope you're getting out and enjoying this beautiful season, and we will see you in the garden or the forest very soon. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day. Bye-bye. My new garden supervisors have arrived.